I need to put on some lipstick. I'll be knowing that. Let me make sure this is turned up. Okay, it is. Okay, OHANA'S. Mm. We are family. I got all my sisters and brothers and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Okay, let's talk about it. hmm I'm gonna wait about a second. Let's talk about it. I had to come on here and talk about it. I haven't eaten nothing today. I thought I'd come on here, and if I'm smacking, I try not to smack. Now, I'm just saying, because I have some bananas, watermelon, and some oranges. Okay, this is what I'm having today. Mm-hmm. Make sure I have this paper here to cover it up. I already did my intro. Okay, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have witnessed this. And like I said, this is a discussion. Let's talk about it. This ain't nothing depressing, okay? This is something that I was talking to my daughter about this morning, and it's funny, okay? So I'm gonna get it started on what I have to discuss and want to talk about. I just got in maybe roughly 30 minutes or so ago. I was out and about, and I had to do some things, okay? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and I'm having a little something for my grandchildren. So I had to go and get a little things, and they don't go to school tomorrow because of the what is it, the Super Bowl thing, right? I went to two stores, and they on the same strip mall. So hey, I love it, right? Again, I don't have a vehicle. That's why I say this. The heck happened? Sorry about that, y'all. And so I said, let me go to the store. Did I feel like going? No. I actually wanted to stay in the bed. The kids is in school. They don't go to school here on Mondays. Yesterday, I took them to a party here where we live at, the office area. So let me get to it. I think I want to discuss about people being kind, rude, and mindful. So I'm in the store doing what I do, and there's this one bagger. He's in there and he's always singing, jolly, happy. I mean, his spirit and soul is just on point. Nice person. And again, despite how some people feel, some people can, you can, like right now, I can, my face look like I ain't going through nothing, maybe, but you go through a lot. Some people show more than others. Stress, that is, shows up. This man came up to me and the guy, the bagger guy, because he had helped somebody take their groceries out. And on his way back into the store, he spoke and was talking to me. So this guy came up and I guess he witnessed the man that bag groceries or whatever. He probably just wanted to talk. But anywho, he said, "What is wrong with people?" hmm Um, I have a video. Anywho, I had a video because we witnessed an accident. The three of us, the two guys, the one in the bag and the man that just came up and me, because I was sitting down. And when I tell you, it was scary. It was scary. Mm-mm. This elder man, I don't know if you know how they have those beams to where people can't take the shopping carts out of the store, or just barriers, I guess you can call it. And then they have one that's four around the fire hydrants where I live at. That's how it is. We heard this boom. And first I kept saying, is anybody in the car? Is anyone in the car? Because the car kept rolling back like wasn't nobody in that car. I promise you that. Someone was in the car. This man, elder guy, was in the car, and someone came up to him to see if he was okay. Because if you was sitting where I was sitting at, and a lot of other people too, you wouldn't have thought nobody was in that car. You know they got Teslas and all this stuff, or you can start them without being in the car and all that good technology stuff, right? That man messed up his whole front. I was going to say front end, but front of his vehicle. Do you hear me? And the scary thing of it is, he said he didn't know he did it. Hello. He said he did not know he did it. And my heart skipped a beat. And I said to myself, we need to call. So the guy that worked at the store, get into it. He called the ambulance and all that stuff. 911. Everybody come, right? Right as we speak, probably. But I just get on here. I do my intro and then start talking because people eventually come on. And if not, oh well. So again, the man said he didn't even know that he hit the pole. I mean, like, it went boom. If you didn't know no better, you would have thought it was two vehicles that collided together or something, or hit each other. No. And then he said he did not know that he did that. It was mind blowing. Okay. So I'm going to fast forward about the people need to be mindful, nice, kind, and not rude. The guy came up and he said that. So he told the guy, he said, I was in the store, and he said he was getting some flowers for his wife. Amen. He said he was getting some flowers for his wife, or a flower for his wife. Not flour that you cook with, flower. And the woman yelled at him. Mm-hmm. And the guy that I was speaking about, that's real kind, he's bubbly spirit, he sings and everything. I mean, he really is a jolly person. He make you want to go to the store, and every time you go to the store, make you want to go through his lane if he's there. So he proceeded to talk. He got to saying stuff about the wars that's going on. I'm not gonna put all that what you call it, politics stuff on here. But what he was saying made a lot of sense. He said, what is going on in this world? He was an older guy. I don't know how old he was. Just because he had gray hairs, that don't mean he was that old, because I have gray hairs on my head, okay? He was a Caucasian guy, and I'm African American. You know what he said to me because we was conversating? He said, next time, he said, I want to vote for you as president. Basically, what he was saying, he wasn't being sarcastic or nothing. He was being kind because he said, you is a kind person. That's the thing that I always talk about, especially on lives, when you're on social media platforms, when you just talking in general. What happened to, just like people said, chivalry's dead. No, it's not. People have some mean personalities within themselves or some issues. Again, this is not to bash a person because I would not do that. I ain't putting no name on it. But what that man said today is true. There's people out there like me, him, the guy that I was talking about with the bubbly spirit, my daughter, me and her was just talking about this before I head out this morning. Why would you yell at this man for getting the wrong flower for his wife? And there wasn't no little evidently it wasn't no little, like, you know how people could talk flip mouthed. No, he said she yelled at him, and the guy knew, the bagger that worked in the store. He knew who he was, who the guy was talking about. Oh, it gets better. I went through the self-check. I don't like those, but I did it for a reason. I didn't have that many things, and I hate when they keep bagging up your stuff and they give you a million bags. I mean, so serious. And I have to tell them, if you don't mind, please, I talk to them real kind. I just know how to talk to people. Could you not put give me so many bags? And if it's certain things that's not supposed to be together, I get that. Because I have to carry these bags in the house and I don't have a vehicle. Okay. So I explain that to them all the time. So instead of me doing that today, I went to self-check. A lot of the self-check, if you make an error, especially if somebody new, they said, could you come up to the customer service booth? And the thing of it is, I had 2 cars. I could have paid. I worked in stores before. I used to work at McDonald's. That ain't the only store. I don't know if anybody knows a store called Casey's. I used to open the store up. I had to be to work at 4 a.m. I was the only one there. I made the donuts, the pizza, the etc. Opening it up, the gas pumps, the cash register, all the things. Count the money too. Plus, I used to work in the PX. That's a military store. Okay, my kid's father was in the Army, so I was working at the PX. I know my customer service skills. I know the old motto used to be at McDonald's when I was working when I was 18. They used to say the customer's always right. Because I know that the customer's not always right. But who the heck want to have a full-blown conversation as far as an argument? I mean, watermelon. Argument with someone over a burger? No, they tell you the customer's always right. That's how they used to say, give them a new burger or whatever the heck they need. Okay. Also, I worked in a telemarketing room with the person that her and her husband was running. We got training. Okay. The man at the cashier at the customer service booth, he got smart with me. And this is the gag. Like I said, I had to come to the customer service booth. If I didn't, I meant to, because I was trying to pay with 2 cards, and the guy came over to help me. He took the receipt out of the cash register. That way they didn't have to ring it up again when I got to the customer service booth, and he handed it to the man. Do I have it? Matter of fact, I have the receipts right here because I kept them. This little piece right here, he took up there at the store. That way, it was already ringed into the cash register, and they know what to do, right? And that was a receipt, wasn't just on a piece of paper. So, anywho, I said, y'all, I'm not exaggerating. This is so crazy. I told him how much I had, okay? He didn't know, he messed up, okay? So he said, how much you have on that car? It's a tapestry, or tapestry, or whatever they call it. Tapestry, something like that. My daughter got this for me. And so, thank you though. So, he had that little receipt I just said. Y'all, I'm trying not to take too long, but hey, I like to talk about different topics. And here is the receipt right here. So they take this, see all that. And so he took it up there and handed it to the man at the customer service thing. Okay. He made a mistake or messed up or whatever. I didn't say nothing. I'm still, hey, he doing his job. What is there for me to say? He raised his voice at me. He said, why you didn't say how much? Yes, he didn't say it in no kind way. Why you didn't say how much you had on your card? I'm going to tell you something. I was about to say something. But the old me would have. First off, who you yelling at? Second off, the man brought you the paper with the price on it, okay? Second or third or whatever off, I had told you how much. So in my mind, I'm saying, y'all, I'm literally telling the truth. I'm like, So being that I turned away because I didn't want to say nothing, because I could have easily, really. When it was all said and done, he said, thank you very much, ma'am. You have a nice day, as if he didn't just yell at me. So I'm having this issue. The man coming up saying somebody yelling at him because he got the wrong freaking flower for his wife. Are you serious? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go to the beginning to listen, because this is a little backstory, but this is the truth. I'm saying, what is wrong with people's customer service skills, manners, being rude? Walgreens has it bad too. They yelled at my daughter the other day, and then the man at CVS yelled at me, told me what I needed to do. Not asked. Now, there's a difference, right? And I hung up, because one thing you will not do is intimidate me and be sarcastic and rude. I don't have to continue this phone conversation with you. I'm a lady. I don't have to go back and forth with you. See, I would have said something if I was in the store, but the first thing you probably would have done, ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, please, or call the cops, or make a scene as if I done something. That's narcissistic. I didn't do nothing, and you're going to yell at me? And then I come back to say, what is the problem? You see me? I took it back a little bit. Is there a problem? People don't like that. They don't like it. They want you to be rude, be mean, and feed into their negative energy. I told my daughter before I left to go to the store, if she was on here, she could comment and say, I did. I don't want no negative energy in my house. My son, I made a video the other day. My granddaughter, her dad was here. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not putting nobody's name on it. I don't want her mama in my house, and I love her to death. Her energy is so off and negative to the point it makes me almost feel like I'm sick. Literally, when you have someone come into your home, okay? First off, take your shoes off at the door, please. I'm gonna do that if I come to your house. You ain't gotta tell me to, because I don't want to walk on nobody's carpet. You know about outside germs inside, or sometimes like the old saying is, when you move out, don't take that broom with you. Don't take that broom with you. Keep it in the corner. I mean, not the corner. Well, corner, closet. Or some people used to throw on top of the roof of the house. You don't want to sweep that energy in your home, move, and take it with you. Keep it there. So I'm saying to myself, I don't want her in my house. I was sitting by my daughter, and I came, and this is time about 2 years ago. I remember this. I was sitting by my daughter on love seat, the one I'm sitting in now, and I kept helping her. I said, I gotta go to my room. I'm gonna say it loud because I don't want to whisper. I gotta go in my room. I'm going to go in my room. I'm about to go in my room. Because I felt the energy. I'm so serious. Don't nobody want nobody in their house. And one would probably say you bashing. Okay, maybe I am, but I don't think I'm bashing. I'm bringing a point across. Bashing is name calling. Bashing is putting somebody's name out there in the atmosphere. You can say what you want, but it's how you say it. And it's what you say. Because if you in my house, you come into my house, and I have people come into my home. My son said this. I don't know if I finished. He said, yours and Dad's home, his dad's passed away, is so peaceful. He said, Mom, I can't help but get comfortable and go to sleep. His friend brought him. He's a nurse, med tech or something up there, going to school. And he laid on the floor. And he said, man, I told you. He didn't want to get up. Because I pray in my house. If don't nobody want to come in, they don't have to. But I know I pray. I touch the walls. I done touch the ceiling as high as I can. I done touch the windows, the doors, and everything, and on the floor. And I'm wanting this positive energy in my home, because people come into your home and then they leave out and it smells sickly. And especially with this person that I'm talking about that sits down and in 2 seconds, and I'm not lying when I say this, sleep, snoring. So I'm saying this about energy. And I'm also talking about kindness. I treat people kind. People don't want to treat me kind. Stay away from me, because I don't have to have that energy. You're not going to raise your voice in my house either. I didn't have that happen by that person. Where they do that at? Anybody's home I go into, my shoes is going off, and I'm going to respect you. I stay with my daughter, or lived with my daughter, for about 3 years. I felt so bad having to do that. It was something that happened in my life. But anywho, I respect her home. I don't care if she's younger than me. That's my child. That's her home, though. You move into people's place, act like you got some sense. You know what? My motto is act like you got one foot in the door and one out. Don't get that comfortable. Anything can happen. And it's not that you have to walk on eggshells. It's about an accident could occur. Tornado, flood, fire. Have yourself together. Have your stuff together. Don't get that comfortable. I'm not saying this because the same person. Don't get that comfortable as if only thing you got to do is the three S's. I know y'all know what that is. No, you go to sleep, get you a good night rest. Wake up. If you ain't got a job, act like you got one and make something happen. I'm saying this. And I ain't lying. I live by it. This morning, I did not want to get up. And I was up, I think about 5:15, 5:30 this morning. I've been up since. I have an obligation. I cannot sit, or unless I'm sick, and we're not gonna claim that one, okay? Knowing that I have younger children going to school and I don't see what they look like. My daughters was in high school and I would get up every morning with them. I want to see what they're having on, going out the door. And I ain't talking about them dressing inappropriate. Anything that happen, I want to be able to say, my daughter left out here. She had on a black coat, some purple jeans, a purple shirt, a red hat, an orange the pair of tennis shoes, her book bag was jeans, whatever you have to describe to whoever if something was to happen. I was up with my children. And they was in high school. I don't care. They still minors. They my babies, my kids. And I will sit up here and watch them get dressed. Get your stuff ready. Excuse me. Get your y'all sweet stuff. Okay. Get your stuff ready at night. Take your bath or shower. So in the morning, the only thing you got to do is, for real, get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, and take another shower if you choose, but not no bath because you're trying to get in and out, but you don't need to do all that because you done bathe, shower, but you can if you want to. And have your things ready to get out the door. Why did I say all that? Because the age that I am, and some is younger than me, way younger than me, don't do nothing. And I said, whew, take him back. Okay. So this lets me know if you have a random person come up to you and say that you're so kind, nice talking to you, and you need to run for president, I know how to conduct myself. I'm like this. People can say what they want to say. Treat people the way you would like to be treated. That could be a good motto. But some people don't treat themselves good. So if they don't treat themselves good, how are they going to know how to treat you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You sitting up there allowing yourself to be mentally abused, physically abused, or emotionally abused, whatever. And you have children. 9 times out of 10, you don't care about yourself. You really don't care about your kids either. I don't care what nobody say. You don't care about your children. Because if you care about your children, work towards getting yourself some help so you can be there for your children. I'm going to tell you the truth, and this is my story in a sense. I'm tired I was going to come on last night. And if I'm all over the place, I don't think I am. I'm just talking about different topics, okay? Life, okay? One will get on here and say that. How I'm talking about things, okay? I'm not for everyone either, okay? I'm just saying. I was gonna come on here last night because I was feeling some type of way. How I was feeling, like stuff don't make no sense to me. I'm sitting up here saying stuff don't make no sense to me. And I sit up here in my thoughts and wonder, as I said before, 3 letters. 3 letters. Why? WHY. Why? And I like to have answers. Because if someone do something to you, could you tell me why? And even if I did something, and I might not be aware of, let me know what I done. Tell me what I've done to you. Okay? I say that because I want to know the littlest thing that I might feel like, oh my goodness, why are you tripping? No. We have to be mindful of what we say to people. And so I say all that to say, and I'm not no fake person saying all this. I'm saying it because it's true. I like for people to be nice, kind, considerate, mindful, not selfish with me. Because I'm not selfish. I'm kind, loving, compassionate. But you get the tail end of that person. Relationship or not, it could be kids, family members, just saying, okay? Just saying. What I was feeling like last night, I didn't feel like crying, but I felt fed up. That's the word I want to say. Because I don't think it's fair, and it's fair to say because this is my truth, how you can sit up there and do so much for people and even go broke for people. And when it's all said and done, people can't treat you right. But see, that's why, like I told my daughter this morning, we talk about everything. She shared things with me, I shared things with her, and this is nothing she did. We talk. I understand people are not going to be fair with you like you are them. This is what realization I came to realize. People are selfish, rude, inconsiderate, and deep down in the core pit of their soul, really don't like you. But they put up and be around you just because. I don't like that either. Don't be in my face fake. I ride solo. Believe that. Don't be in my face fake because I'm not fake. No one has ever said I was fake, but I done had 3 to 4 people in its relationships too, or friendship, whatever ship it is, okay, that then apologize to me because I ain't did nothing to them. Good night. I ain't nobody's fool. Maybe I was at one point, but I'm not that person. Okay, I'm not that person. But I'm a very respectful person. Somebody got on my live the other day and said, boring. Yeah, I know kids get on here, minors and stuff like that. I don't know why, because making fake pages, that's it. Because I have my set for 18 and older, okay? So if there's anything that I'm saying, which I don't say too much stuff that's inappropriate, because one of them is I don't cuss. I have to really be up there. Somebody done blew my top off for me to cuss. I don't curse. I'm a lady. I respect myself, and I try to show that respect around my grandchildren too. I want them to, you know, set an example. Let me say it like that. Mm-mm. Nobody have to agree with nothing I say. But I'm gonna tell you this. Watermelon, orange, and banana. This is lunch, brunch, whatever, because I haven't had no breakfast. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna eat some fruit for sound like I said brute, but fruit for lunch. And honey, I'm full. It would make me full, I should say. I just had to come on here and say that. Mm-hmm. Where's the love at in this world? So much is going on, and I know a lot of people feeling it. The atmosphere is shifting. I know people feel this, but yet and still, people can't be kind to one another. I'm gonna be kind to people, and I'm learning that if somebody say something, to hold my mouth. And I said today, I said, oh, some people like picking. Because again, if that man from the cash register came to the counter of the customer service, bought you that ticket, handed it to you because of an issue that was going on, and the prices on there and everything, only thing they had to do was take that ticket because it got that barcode on it, scan it. And then I told him, he went and did something. I don't know if it's comprehension on people's levels or whatever, but I don't think it was. He said, you should have told me. And when he did that, hey, hold up, I'm not no little kid in my mind, okay? In my mind, okay? Because I had to hold my breath, hold my peace. Because when he did that, I was like, I was just close to saying something. And I turned around and I said, that's what I did. If you didn't hear me, I said, oh, real low though. Okay. And then for the other man to come outside and say that the woman yelled at him, I said, what the heck is going on? Literally. I said, whoa. God, thank you for waking me up to see a new day. Get these people that's out here in this world being mean, cruel. Work on them. Work on them. Somebody said, if someone get on my live, I'm the type of person, I do lives on Facebook sometimes because I sell jewelry. I don't like getting on there that much. But anywho, you get on my live, or I see you on the live, Hello, how you doing? Welcome to my live, or how you doing today, or whatever. I'm gonna greet you. I don't like when people get on my live and start saying some of the weirdest stuff. Somebody said to me the other day, I put my grandchildren on occasionally. I don't like putting them all up in it, but it's okay because I'm doing things with them, and I want people to see. People like to kind of see what's going on. So we played bingo the other day, and someone had asked me to go live to do a Q&A. I came on, and the next day somebody said, "Where's your grandchildren? Put your grandchildren on." And I'm saying to myself, I mean, in my mind, I ain't like how that sound. Somebody would have been better off saying, I would have rather for someone to have said, um, I, I like how you interact with your grandchildren or something like that. Don't just come forward full force in saying, "Where's your grandchildren at? Put your grandchildren on." I'm like, what the heck? Seriously. And so that, or somebody got on my thing and said, "Boring." Okay, I might be. But don't get on someone's post. Excuse me. Post. I'm not spitting. Watermelon came out my mouth. I said I was eating when I first started. Watermelon, bananas, and oranges. Hungry. But anyhow, I'm eating fruit. I'm being light. So, but it's filling me up. If I'm not for you, keep your rude comments to yourself. Better yet, I'm pretty sure I done seen a lot of stuff I ain't gonna say approve of because it's not my place to say approve, but I probably didn't care too much about what they were saying or doing. I'm not gonna just full flesh go on there and say, "Girl, you need to go and sit yourself down and leave that man and all this ugly, horrible stuff." Or, "Boy, go on over there. You know you like that girl." Just stupid stuff on somebody's post. If I'm not what you want to hear, I can't be no worse than everybody else. But trust me, I'm not trying to be nobody, but I know people do it. Getting on here telling this backstories. That's just like if you subscribe to my channel, I'm pretty sure what this woman talking about, what this woman about and stuff. Honey, I could talk about a lot of stuff. Like I said, people say you got to find your niche or whatever. Honey, the niche is life. Ooh. That's what it is. Life can mean cooking. Life can mean going to the store. Life can mean gossiping, running your mouth, venting. Life can be just whatever you choose. That's life. Everything we do is life. We live in it. And I have the motivation, the scriptures, prayers, or whatever. But that's not all I talk about. But that's a part of my life. It has to be. Because I know what it does for me. And despite how I'm looking, in the inside, I feel some kind of way. That's why I said last night I was going to get on here and, vent. But I guess it wasn't meant for me to. Because I'm really concerned about two of my children. Yes, I said it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I also know to leave well enough alone. But it's still on my heart. My dad said when they're young, they're on your mind. When they get older, they're on your heart. And I believe that statement. So anyhow, I just thought to come on here. If anyone, a little recap, wondering what I was talking about. I was talking about people need to be mindful. Why is people so mean, rude? I was talking about the kind of that, and then how I'm feeling That type of stuff. I could stay on here and tell a whole book. Hmm. But I'm trying to do that right now. Story time. I'm gonna do that because I want to pick back up on my story about my journey, and one of them is weight loss, spiritual, mental health. I've been talking about that, and it's so funny that I said that just to say some people have mental health, and who's to say these people that I encounter with today, the way they was acting, seek help. Because if you working in, that man said the same thing, but I said too. If you working in an establishment and you know you get triggered or you don't want to work there or whatever. Example, my daughter had to have been in, oh goodness, middle school, I want to say. And we went to this Walmart. I never will forget it. Matter of fact, they had just opened it. And she's very, very polite. And she was speaking to the cashier lady. It was a lady. And I didn't say nothing at first. Okay, you're not supposed to be on here then if you're 11. I'm just saying. Uh-uh. What? It says add monitor high user is what? So, anywho, somebody said they was 11 years old and they needed to get finished with their homework. What the heck? How? See, that's what I'm saying. My page is not. Matter of fact, I don't know if anybody know when you get on here to do a live, it says set it for kids only or adults or something. I never set mine for kids. Plus my age for my channel. But anyhow, I know for a fact I'm not gonna have no minors on my channel. What for? So I done lost the train of thought what I was saying because of the reading with some honey. If I left off, I forgot what I was saying. Oh well, I'm sorry, but I was reading that comment. And that person said they was 11 years old. They need to go and do their homework. What? I don't see. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is safe for these children. I was talking about. I know what I was talking about now. About me finishing telling my story, my life, my backstory, how I escaped my attacker and abuser. If you go down the thing, you'll see a red and I think orange looking thumbnail. I have a pink mask on my face. There's two of them, I think. And I started telling it. Oh, I know what it was. It's a sensitive topic. So I kind of, being that I'm going through something, I know that's why I said don't talk with your mouth full. So that's why I'm trying to like do this. I know a lot of people do the mukbangs too, but right now I ain't doing one. Um, I guess you can say it, but anyhow, it's a sensitive topic. And when I started telling it, I'm gonna tell you why. I was having dreams. I kept having dreams, and I said maybe I need to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And when I started talking about it, I haven't had a dream since. I talked about it twice, and I said, you know what? I need to finish it. I need to, don't have to, and that's what I'm gonna do. Oftentimes, we have to take mental health seriously, you know? There's so many people out here that suffer from it. And see, this is the thing. it's a stigmatism on, or people put labels or names or whatever on stuff without knowing somebody's condition, I want to say. Because just say what is normal anymore, the way people act. But anyhow, I like to think I am. Maybe to somebody else I ain't. Oh well, that's their opinion. But if you go through a trauma, such as losing a loved one, that's one, and you kind of like get mentally um, or emotionally depressed, sad, that does not mean you're crazy. That means you at a mental state of trying to get over something that you dealt with. Now, there's different parts and different types of mentalness and what causes mentalness. And I bring this up because of my daughter and loved ones that I know that suffer from mental conditions and sicknesses and taking their lives and stuff. True story, I had a cousin that took her life. 2021, November. So I started back talking about that on my other page. I have another YouTube channel too, but anywho, I started over there talking about it. How is that a boring topic? That's not boring. That's why I said life. What does your channel consist of? Life. If I'm cooking, that's a part of life. That's something you got to do every day or whatever to eat. That's life. If I talk about whatever I'm talking about, if I'm doing hobbies or DIY projects, shopping vlogs, life. Okay. So, how is it boring if I'm doing some of the things I'm saying that I've seen other people do and tell? I saw this one lady, not comparing, and I listened to it. She's a YouTuber and a big YouTuber. Okay. I'm talking about up there in the millions subscribers. Okay. Talked about how she got out of her situation. So, why would someone say boring? That's not boring. You will watch a movie about violence. You will watch a movie about people being raped, abused, molested, trafficking, all that stuff. So how is it that if I'm talking about somebody suffering from depression and anxiety, I have talked about medical conditions, and no, I'm not no psychologist, disclaimer, psychiatrist, therapist, counselor, doctor, CNA, nurse, yes, but not no LPN or RN or no med tech or nothing like that, but medical assistants, okay? Yes, I am. But I could share, you could share things with people. I share how I'm no longer suffering from high blood pressure. How I could tell you, started eating healthier, and lost weight. That's what I did. That's what I did. And I was monitoring myself every month by going to my doctors because I chose to. I didn't have to. And they was okay with me coming. I would get myself weighed, my blood pressure and everything. And also, what else I overcome? Depression and anxiety. I done came a mighty long ways. Okay. Yes. And so I say that to say a lot of times people have triggers. Who wants to always be set in the past? But if you constantly allow yourself to go through those things without seeking help, that's what you're going to go through. Mm-hmm. There's too many people out here in this world that's certified to kind of help you, but also you got to put your mindset in like, oh my goodness, it's time for me to do something about it. I'm ready for this new change. So you have to be ready. You can't go in there one time, oh, they ain't doing that for me. No, you got to do the work, actually. Actually, you have to do the work. But what you're doing is getting all that off of you talking it out. Talking helps people that suffer from anxiety. Believe it or not, it does. It does. Or carry you a brown paper sack around to breathe in. I saw this. My mom, okay? hmm I took care of her. I took care of terminally ill people, certified nurses assistant in their home and in assisted living facilities. hmm I don't know everything, but I know a lot. Just like type 2 diabetes. If you take care of yourself, eat healthy, eat right, you can reverse that too. You can. My problem is with myself, and I'm gonna get off here because I don't want it to be that long. It's longer than what I want. My problem is honestly, truthfully, other people I allow, which can be children, okay, to mess up what I have going on. That's why I say, oh my goodness, I need to stay focused, focused, focused. And I should be where I should be at the weight that I said I wanted to be, but I allow setbacks. See, I take responsibility for my actions. And that's why I tell my daughter all the time, I'm tired of that. That's why I said last night, I felt tired to like, why? I want to travel. Excuse me. I want to do a lot of things. And I'm stuck. Yeah. I'm stuck. So on that note, I'm gonna cut this short. I've been running my mouth, right? How am I cutting it short? But anywho, I'm gonna leave that right there. I have a lot to say and a lot to talk about. Maybe this week I'll share my story, okay? And trust me, mm-mm, it wasn't made up. I don't want nobody's sympathy. It got empathy. But my thing is this. Sometimes we have to talk about things to get past it. Sometimes we have to talk about things and it can help other people. And being that I had lived with this for so long, I seek help. But if something comes to you because you didn't tell no one, just because you seek help and didn't physically like put the person's name out there, I'm not trying to do that. But talk about it like deep down, the root of it, I think it needs to be talked about. But your truth. Don't sit up here and be no damn what you call those people that's always oh goodness, I can't think of the word, hypochondriac, or somebody that's just narcissistic, or somebody just want to just tell a lie for attention. No, not I. I'll say this on this note. Not every time I did this, but once I realized me praying, and I still need to be focused, and my kid's father, which are in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Okay, he's no longer here. God is my hero. hmm But he sent that person to save me. My kid's father saved me. And you know what? The killer part of it is, I wish he was here to tell my story with me. You know how sometimes you go through things and you tell somebody and they don't witness it, but you telling that person they haven't seen it, right? He saw it. He saw it. And when he saw it, he took me away from it. I was old enough to leave, but he took me away from it. But I was scared. Okay? So that's the story in itself. My kid's father saved me because God sent him to me. It's funny how you can be living in two different parts of the world. I'm a Kansas native. That's not where I live at. He's a Floridian, and he's no longer here. And you meet each other, and how I ended up meeting him. He's in the Army, got stationed Fort Riley, Kansas. I lived in Topeka, Kansas. That's where I was from. I'm not there, okay? So don't come looking for me. No, I'm just playing. But anywho, a Kansas native, and I'm proud to say it. And he got stationed there, and da 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 da. And what I'm going through right now, I wish he was here, because I honestly, I honestly feel this, and I know it. Not feel it. I know this. I wouldn't be going through it. Mm-mm. He and I would keep this going. I saw how the other day I was looking at what's her name, Vivica Fox, talk about 50 cents not getting into the store, and it's something how people were saying, mm, all these years, she still have something good to say about him. Just because you break up or somebody's not here or in your life, and y'all might have went your separate ways on mutual understanding, irreconcilable differences, and all those things, right? That don't mean you have to bash no one. That don't mean that person's bad. It might have been me. It might have been her. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. He would not have allowed anyone, and I guess you could call him what you call it, like, you know how they say opposite attract, but we was like right here. I was very mature for my age. I always had, because I raised, not taken care of, raised siblings, lived with me, okay? And so more than just a year. And I was young myself, okay? He gave me a good life. He was my hero. And he know it. And he's not here. And I said, you know what? It's sad how when a person leave, I should say leave. My mom always say, this is not towards me, but it's some truth in a sense. You don't miss nobody until they're gone, or you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I might be saying it wrong, but that's true. I miss him, and he's gone. But it's not that I did anything wrong. Okay. Mm-mm. He didn't like for me to cry. He was so compassionate. My daughter, if she was on here, my kids is on here, they say the same thing. My kids, my family, and everyone. 2017, June 18th, Father's Day. And he was an amazing father. So on that note, I had to leave saying that. Whew, it was meant for me too. So, OHANA'S. And I said that, Juan would probably say, why you say that? I was talking about my attacker abuser. And that kind of gave you some of it. Okay? Have a good day. Have a magnificent day. And also tomorrow is Valentine's Day. You can be your own sweetheart. Okay? I bought me a Valentine's gift. And I try to do it every year, but if I can't get to it, I don't. I like to get those teddy bears at Walmart's that have the year on it on the bottom of the foot. But anyhow, so whew, happy Valentine's Day to anyone out there, sweethearts. Love. I love everyone. So OHANA'S. We are family. Perfect song, huh? You know why? Because I said so.